Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, let's make some Puerto Rican sopas de salchichón. Let's get into it. So this is the salchichón, also known as salami. It's a type of salami that I'll be using. I found this at my Puerto Rican grocery store. You can also use the Goya salchichón, and if you don't want to use salchichón, you can also use like beef summer sausage, pork summer sausage, or turkey summer sausage as well. So I went ahead and I started chopping up my salchichón, but this particular one, it came with a really thick casing. I think the Goya one does too. I know that regular summer sausage does not, but if yours does, be sure to peel that casing. Alright, so I have a large caldero here. You can use any kind of large pot. You can also use a stock pot, a Dutch oven, whatever you have. Just make sure it's pretty big, at least big enough to hold about 9 cups of liquid. So I have my heat set over medium, and once my caldero got nice and hot, I added just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil so that I can saute the salchichón. The salchichón already has enough fat in it, so I'm not going to add like a bunch of oil or anything like that. And I'm just going to saute it until it is nice and golden brown. And after about just 30 seconds or so, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 chopped white onion, and I'm just going to saute it along with the salchichón until it is nice and fragrant and soft. All right, now it's time to add the remaining ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 ounces of sofrito. This is equivalent to about a 1/4 cup or so. And I have 2 videos on my channel on how I make sofrito. And then I'm going to add about a little more than a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce. You can add a little more if you like. Personally, whenever I make soup, I don't like to add too much tomato sauce, but you can add to taste. And I will have all of the ingredients in the description box below, as always. Just stirring as I go. And remember, my heat is still set over medium. Then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of some chopped pimientos. Pimientos are pickled red bell peppers, but you can add fresh bell pepper if you prefer. All right, now that I have the base for my soup, I'm going to go ahead and add my water. So I added a total of 9 cups of water, but initially I only added 8. You're going to see later on that I'm going to add a little more. But yeah, I added a total of 9 cups, and then you just adjust as you go. You want to make sure that you have enough water for all of your ingredients. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables. I added about 4 small yellow potatoes, and then I added about 1/2 cup of chopped carrots. I also added a random yellow bell pepper. It was just a bell pepper that I saw in my fridge that was going a little too ripe, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just chopped it up and threw it in my soup. And then I'm going to add a couple of chopped up corn cobs. And then some fresh cilantro. Even though my sofrito already has cilantro, I just wanted to add a little more because it makes the soup look really pretty and it gives it a really, really good flavor. Especially since cilantro is very mild tasting, it doesn't overpower the soup. Now I'm gonna add 1 packet of Goya Sazón, like the ham Sazón. Okay, but you can use any kind of pork or ham bouillon that you wish. And then I'm going to add 1 packet of Goya Sazón. You don't have to use Goya Sazón. I always say this. You can use any brand you like. And if you make your own Sazón, just add about 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons. We are stirring to combine as we go. It's already looking so pretty. Now I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. Just adding it to taste here. It's about 1/4 teaspoon. As well as some dry oregano leaves, about 1/2 teaspoon. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my fideos or my noodles. I'm using angel hair pasta, but you can use regular spaghetti noodles if you want. And I added about, I wanna say like 2.5 ounces. And I broke them up into 3 parts. Now, I like to add my noodles in the beginning because that's how my mom would do it. But if you want your pasta more al dente and you're more picky with that, then you can just add your noodles towards the end of your cooking time. Like as soon as your potatoes are soft, add your noodles. And angel hair pasta takes no time at all to cook. Went ahead and I checked for taste. I'm gonna go ahead and add salt. So I added a little bit of salt here. I didn't want to add too much because as the soup cooks, as the salchichón cooks, is going to release salt. So I don't want to over salt this, okay? So you're just going to check your soup throughout the cooking process and you're just going to go ahead and add salt a little at a time as you go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and bring this up to a really, really nice boil. So it's been about 10 minutes and my soup is looking good. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and let it continue cooking for an extra 10 to 15 minutes until the liquid evaporates just a tiny bit or until the soup is nice and thick. All right, my sopas are done. This took from start to finish about 35 minutes. This soup is very, very easy to make. I just cook it until my potatoes are nice and tender. Ooh, scooping it up slowly. Let me see if I can get like a good thumbnail screenshot. But it came out amazing. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't want to use traditional salchichón, you can replace it with a turkey or chicken summer sausage or beef if you eat beef, and it's still going to taste really good. This soup is very similar to sopa de jamón, which is Puerto Rican ham soup, but the salchichón just gives it like an extra rich flavor. And of course, at the end, I like to add a little more cilantro because it's my favorite. And it just makes everything look so pretty and taste so fresh. And that is all for today's video. If you've enjoyed today's recipe, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Until next time.